Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Tonight, we're talking about 22-year-old Rebecca K. Park out of Boon Township, Michigan, also Cadillac, Michigan, a young woman who was 39 weeks pregnant, not 8 months, not getting close. She was ready to deliver any minute now. And then allegedly, just after 11:30 at night, she steps outside of her mother's house, allegedly, and tells her, quote, "Hold on, I got somebody coming." And then allegedly, a dark sedan pulls up, tinted windows. She gets into the passenger seat, and that is the last time anyone allegedly ever saw Rebecca K. Park. But there is more. Her phone, the one that she never leaves without, was found across the road out on a 2-track dirt path. No phone activity, no wallet activity, no hospital check-ins, no trace of her, and no trace of the baby. Absolutely nothing. If you're thinking that this doesn't sound like a mother that would not run off, you are absolutely right. Tonight we're going to be breaking down the almost soap opera. It's almost a soap opera, sadly, already, about the dark vehicle, the phone, inheritance money, and her mom allegedly dating the same man as Rebecca. So get comfortable. There's a lot to talk about in this one on the other side of this. Well, hello, 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 everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Really do appreciate your time. You could have chosen to be anywhere on YouTube. You have a lot of options anywhere on the internet, anywhere in the world, and you chose to be right here. I know your time is very valuable, and I do appreciate you spending some time with me. Today is November 13th, 2025. It is currently 3:47 p.m. on the East Coast of the United States. Bonjour. Guys, thank you all so much for joining me. Really do appreciate you. We got a lot to talk about. This is a case that is desperate. Rebecca needs to be found. She is a 39-week pregnant mother, due any minute, not in a week or a month, like pregnant stat. And this already has a lot of twists and turns, stories changing, vehicles pulling up late in the night. There is alleged money that was supposed to have been given, inheritance, and grandma of the soon-to-be baby, which is Rebecca's mom, and Rebecca have dated the same guy. It's a lot. It's a lot. So, guys, before we get started, if you don't mind, please do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button. Would be so thankful. It is a free way to help this spread awareness. We need as many people to see Rebecca's face as possible. Also, sharing the live out helps tremendous so much as well. We are streaming on two different types now, with the vertical and the horizontal, and there's kinks getting worked out. So I apologize if it's not as smooth as it normally is right now. It wouldn't let me do a goal or anything today. I don't know what's going on with between YouTube and StreamYard right now. But good to see you all in chat. Thank you all so much for joining me. Wild Chad says, Justin, thank you for covering this. This is local for me, less than 50 miles, and have only started hearing on the local news the last couple of days. Yeah. We're going to show you some videos and all of that. It's I don't even know. I don't even know where to begin on this one. I've been nonstop searching, reading, talking to people on this since about 11 o'clock last night. And we're going to get right into it. Hopefully to have a couple more lives today. Some things happening in the Ashley Buzzard, Melanie Buzzard case as well. Maybe with Jack and Lily as well. So it is a lot wild, Ellen. It is a lot wild. Okay. I don't know why. Okay, I got you, Chemistry Queen. I'll look for you here in just a few minutes here. We'll figure it out, my dear. All right, so let me show you who Rebecca is. Right, let's start with that. Okay. So let me show you who Rebecca is, and then we'll get into all of this. Okay. All righty. And is it not showing up on? Okay, there we go. Okay, perfect. All right, so this is Rebecca Park. Right here she is, okay? And I'm going to tell you the basics of everything. Rebecca K. Park, she's 22 years old, 39 weeks pregnant at the time of her disappearance. And she has been missing since November 3rd or 4th. Remember, it was around the midnight hour when, as the story goes, which we'll get into that. At around 11:30 p.m. in the area of Boon Township in Wexford County, Michigan, at her mother's house on South 21 and a half Road. Witnesses
allegedly witnessed entering the passenger side of a dark colored vehicle outside of a home. She had went to visit her mother. She told her mother, allegedly, quote, "Hold up, I got somebody coming. This is just something I've got to do. I'm sorry," end quote, says the mother, right, of Rebecca. Okay, next. Her phone was found on a 2-track road across from her mom's house. Suspicious because she never goes anywhere without that. Now, okay. First of all, I can already tell you this story is not making sense, because if Rebecca told her mother, "I've got someone coming," and she gets in a vehicle, why the hell is her phone across the road from her mother's? We'll start there. If she got in her car, it's not like she just threw her phone out and just got in this suspicious car, in my opinion. But we'll keep on going. So her phone was found on a 2-track road across from her mom's house, suspicious because she never goes anywhere without it. 36 personnel have from Wexford County Search and Rescue. There's 5 canine dog teams, drone support via emergency management. There's been no financial accounts, no activity since her disappearance. Investigators noted she had about $2,000 in cash at the time, meaning tracking via card usage would be tougher, right? If she was using cash. The local sheriff's office issued a public message to Rebecca saying, quote, "You aren't in trouble. Please contact us and let us know you and the baby are safe," end quote. A reward for $10,000 to $12,000 is being offered for information leading to her safe return. Okay, so now we're going to talk about some red flags and maybe some contradictions here. She enters a vehicle at 11:30 p.m. while 39 weeks pregnant. That's very late for someone, in to just be, you know, niddling around 39 weeks pregnant. The vehicle is dark colored and appeared to be unknown or foreign to the family, according to the mother. The mother describes a black car with tinted windows that she has never seen before. The phone left behind on a remote 2-track suggests she either left it intentionally without or was unable to keep it, or someone threw it over there. Right. Okay. Now, let's get into some new stuff here. Again, she's 22, very young, right? Authorities have also checked local hospitals and found no record of her or the baby. Most people don't just, have a baby at home anymore, especially something not really planned, right? Sandy Johnson coming in clutch, girl. Thank you so much, my dear. Appreciate. She supposedly went to her mom's to pick up some inheritance money. That is correct. Yes. Yes. That is correct. Yes. And we're going to get into all of that momentarily. Thank you so much, Sandy, for 7 months of support, my dear. Really, really do appreciate that. Ellen Zinn, good to see you, my dear. Welcome to the Pearl family. Really do appreciate you. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you, love. Thank you so much. I welcome Ellen Zinn to the Pearl family. Appreciate you, Ellen. And Carla, hello, my darling. Thank you so much. Please hit the thumbs up to show us appreciation. Thanks, y'all. Thank you so much, Carla. Appreciate that. Very, very kind of you, my dear. I appreciate you. I remember when I was 22, mood swings everywhere. Yeah, could be. Could be. We're going to go to where, Courtney Rebecca lived and all that. And we'll get into all of that. Jenny, good to see you, my dear. Thank you so much for your support. Love the Destiny King, Mother Chicken Rockstar, Mother Chicken. How you doing, girl? Thank you so much, Miss Jenny. Appreciate you, darling. That's so funny. Okay, so we're gonna get. She has a fiance. His name is Richard Fowler. Rebecca reportedly told her mother, "Hold on, I've got somebody to pick up. I've got somebody to pick me up, rather. This is just something I've got to do. I'm sorry." Rebecca is 5'2", weighing about 140 pounds, allegedly wearing a black coat, light blue jeans, gray shoes, and carrying a black bag. She is possibly endangered. The bio mom, or the mother, is getting a lot of criticism right now, and we're going to talk about that in just a second. Me and you coming in clutch, girl. Love you, girl. Love you, Dustin. Love you, darling. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, my dear. Good to see you. My first thought, I thought something. I hope someone wasn't after that baby. Joyous, hello, darling. Hey, Faye. Our local news stations are up north live 9 and 10 in case. Yep. We're going to cover some of that stuff. Thank you so much, my dear. Just got here. Hello, Whiskey. Good to see you, Sassy. Anna, Linda coming in. Robin, Faye, hello. Okay, here we go. Let's get it started. I got a lot of questions for this mother, the grandmother speaking, and you're going to see why in just a minute.
Did she try to come here and knock on the door and I didn't hear her? A million thoughts ran through my head on why it would be there.
Right off the top tonight, the search continues for a woman from Wexford County who was 38 weeks pregnant when she disappeared a week ago. Thanks for being with Northern Michigan's News Leader tonight. I'm Adam Bartlemay. Rebecca Park, more commonly known as Becca, disappeared from her biological mother's house on South 21.5 Road in Wexford County's Boon Township last Tuesday evening. Her mom, Courtney Bartholomew, was the last person to see Becca. 9 and 10's Jody Meeson spoke to Becca's family in tonight's top story.
She's like, "Mom, hold up. I got somebody coming." I'm like, "What do you mean you got somebody coming?" And she's like, "I got somebody coming to get me."
Courtney says soon a black car with tinted windows she's never seen before pulls up.
She got out of the car, turned around, opened the door back up. She's like, "Mom, I'll be back."
Okay, so this is the mother of Rebecca. This is the mother of Rebecca. Now, Rebecca and Courtney did not have the greatest relationship. Okay, they did not have the greatest relationship. Obviously, they dated the same man. It's a small area. And people say, well, there's not a lot of pickings and stuff like that. I don't care if there was the last man on the planet. I would never. How could someone date someone that their child has dated, or vice versa? I don't get that part, but that's just me. Okay. Also, this does not sound like a natural story. Yes, Joyous. Yes. It doesn't sound like I've just got to do this. To me, that sounds theatrics. It sounds theatrics, if you ask me. Me and you, love you, darling. Did I say thank you? If I didn't, thank you so much, me and you, for 7 months coming in clutch,
and
darling. It's hard for me to see because I don't have it wouldn't let me create a goal today, so it's hard for me.
On the car, they crept up by my truck real slow, And by the time they got to the front of my truck, they took off.
Courtney says she and Becca have a somewhat rocky relationship. Becca was in foster care in her youth, but she loves Becca and was looking forward to her grandson's birth. A $10,000 reward is being offered from a family friend for any information leading to her safe return.
The detective is coming out today, and we are going to go through all the tips that have come in, what he thinks he should chase down.
I don't trust her off the... I sound pretty judgmental automatically, but I don't trust her immediately.
And what he just thinks he should disregard. Because there is hundreds of tips coming in, but nothing that's solid.
Becca's younger half-sister, Kimberly Park, says they're close.
We talk at least 2 to 3 times a day, if not more.
Kimberly says she doesn't know what to think. She says Becca has disappeared before, but she usually kept in contact with someone.
I honestly try not to think about what happened. I mean, she's disappeared before, but someone always knew where she was, and it was usually me hiding her out.
She hopes that's what's happened in this case, but Becca needs to contact her.
It
Okay.
bugs me.
To me, that's an odd thing to say. Automatically, she says, I try not to think about what happened. What happened? What happened? I mean, she's disappeared, but we don't know what happened. It may be just the lack of, just the lack of, not speaking
Every
on
day.
television, I guess.
I'm losing sleep. I'm constantly screwing up at my job, so it's really hard.
Okay. Now, there is an interview out here, and it is her fiance. It's her fiance, and I want to show you that because I find this one very interesting as well. Let me get to it. Actually, we're going to get to this first. Sorry, 1 second. Bear with me. Do the girls have the same mom? I don't know. She was in foster care when she was little.
Knock on the door, and I didn't hear her. A million thoughts ran through my head.
By the way, I don't want to say if I'm not correct, but there is an RSO involved. I'm not sure if it's him, if he's an RSO. I'm not sure. I think he was, but I can't.
Right off the top
promise you
tonight,
that.
the search continues for a woman from Wexford County who was 38 weeks pregnant when she disappeared a week ago. Thanks for being with Northern Michigan's News Leader tonight. I'm Adam Bartlemay. Rebecca Park, more commonly known as Becca, disappeared from her biological mother's house on South 21.5 Road in Wexford County's Boon Township last Tuesday evening. Her mom, Courtney Bartholomew, was the last person to see Becca. 9 and 10's Jody Meeson spoke to Becca's family in tonight's top story.
She's like, Mom, hold up. I got somebody coming. I'm like, what do you mean you got somebody coming?
Hold on, we just watched this.
And she's like, I got somebody coming to get me.
It's just not a natural story, if you ask me. It's really just not a natural at all story. Let me see here. Fiance interview. Bear with me. There is an interview out here of a fiance. Okay, I just got a clip of it. I swear I have it here somewhere, guys. Maybe this one's it. Bear with me. It doesn't sound good, in my opinion.
More details for 22-year-old Rebecca K. Park, who was just days away from giving birth. Deputies tell us she was last seen a week ago, getting into a dark-colored vehicle outside a relative's home in Boon Township. She hasn't been seen or heard from since. Up North Live's Tony Lundy spoke to two of her loved ones, has the latest.
Investigators later found Rebecca's cell phone discarded along a nearby two-track, a discovery that's only added to her family's fear.
Just keep telling myself every.
Okay, this is the fiance. This is the fiance. And it's something, man. I think there's a full interview that I'm looking for.
That she's gonna be found. Her and the little man are gonna be safe, okay. Having problems sleeping because for the last 2 years, every night, she's the one I was laying in bed next to.
Fowler says he knew something was wrong right away.
I tried to call her a few times because I didn't get no messages, call from her, nothing, and it's just not like her.
Yes.
'Cause we're together 99% of the time. When we're not, you can ask anybody, we're always on our phones messaging each other, letting us know, each other know what's going on.
Friends say Rebecca never went anywhere alone, and if something didn't feel right, she had a plan.
I know that Rebecca don't go nowhere by herself.
Yes. Okay, so he is the RSO, right? I'm pretty sure. I checked last night, but I didn't want to say it without yeah, I believe he is an RSO, and he has allegedly been with Mother and
I know that me and Rebecca and Paige have had a thing in mind for at least 6 years now, that if something was to go wrong, we have Rebecca's okay to call the cops and have them come look for her.
Now, they're pleading for anyone with information to come forward. A reward of $10,000 is now in place for information that helps bring Rebecca Park home safely. In Wexford County, Tony Lundy, Up North Live News.
If you have any information, call Wexford County Central Dispatch, or you can use the Silent Observer. We have the contact information posted on our website, upnorthlive.com. Giving birth to a dark-colored vehicle outside a relative's home in Boon Township. More details. She hasn't been seen or heard from since. Up North Live's Tony Lundy spoke to two of her loved ones, has the latest.
Investigators later found Rebecca's cell phone discarded along a nearby two-track, a discovery that's only added to her family's fear.
Just keep telling myself every minute that she's gonna be found. Her and the little man are gonna be safe, okay. Having problems sleeping because for the last 2 years, every night.
Watch his eyebrows. His eyebrows are like, I'm having trouble sleeping every night. Which
for the last 2 years, every night, she's the one gonna be found. That she's gonna be found. Her and the little man are gonna be safe, okay. Having problems sleeping because for the last 2 years, every night, she's the one I was laying in bed next to.
Fowler says he knew something was wrong right away.
I tried to call her a few times because I didn't get no messages, call from her, nothing, and it's just not like her because we're together 99% of the time. When we're not, you can ask anybody, we're always on our phones messaging each other, letting us know, each other know what's going on.
Friends say Rebecca never went anywhere alone, and if something didn't feel right, she had a plan.
I know that Rebecca don't go nowhere by herself. I know that me and Rebecca and Paige have had a thing in mind for at least 6 years now, that if something was to go wrong, We have Rebecca's okay to call the cops and have them come look for her.
Now, they're pleading for anyone with information to come forward. A reward of $10,000 is now in place for information that helps bring Rebecca Park home safely. In Wexford County, Tony Lundy, Up North Live News.
I believe, by the way, that Rebecca has 2 other children. 2 other children. And the fiance is Richard, is it Fowler? I'm pretty sure Fowler. Yeah. Park's fiance expressing his distress, saying, quote, "Just keep telling myself every minute that she's gonna be found. Her and our little man are gonna be safe. I'm having problems sleeping because of the last 2 years. Every night she was laying in bed next to me." Fowler noted that he immediately sensed something was wrong when he couldn't reach her, stating, "I tried to call her a few times because I didn't get no message or calls from her," noting it's just not like her. "We're together 99% of the time. You can ask anybody. We're always on the phone messaging each other, letting each other know what's going on." Okay, I'm going to show you exactly where they live as well. People are noting that it's way off. I don't know. If anything, I feel like this was a setup. If she did. But this is very important to note. Rebecca's half-sister insists that conversation, "I've found a ride. I'm sorry. This is just something I have to do," never happened. And friends are questioning every detail of that night. A family friend shared additional concerning information. Rebecca's fiance reportedly uses meth, but is believed not to be involved in her disappearance at this time. Rebecca may have left with her biological mother, Courtney, who also struggles with substance use. Some speculate they went on a drug-related trip. Courtney reportedly gave conflicting stories about who Rebecca left with, telling some she didn't see, but telling her fiance it was, quote, "some dude." There is a concern about the $2,000 in cash Rebecca received about that time and possible exposure to dangerous substances that include meth mixed with phenol, also known as a hot shot. Friends reportedly don't trust Courtney's version of events, fearing Rebecca may have overdosed or ended up in danger. Rebecca's life was far from simple. Her adoptive mother cares for her 2 young children, and her fiance's criminal past adds a shadow over an already tense situation. Let me see here. Trying to see if she writes anything else here on this. Ooh, what's this? Let me see this. Wasn't it? Bear with me, guys, 1 second. Okay. Okay, here we go. I'm going to show you, I don't know, guys. This is bad. All right. Credit goes to 9 and 10 News. They were live on this. Maybe we can learn something.
A lot of attention over the past almost 2 weeks now, and understandably so. It's gotten nationwide attention now And we're doing this to continue bringing awareness to the search for Rebecca Park. She is the 22-year-old woman missing from Wexford County. She is at this point 39 weeks pregnant.
I mean, this is the thing. I don't think it would. This is just my personal opinion. I don't feel like it would go this far if it were, if she had OD'd. Yeah, 39 weeks pregnant. It's already been 2 weeks. Nobody has been arrested. There was supposedly some inheritance money, $2,000. You know, not a lot of money, but people have been unalived for far less. Her fiance, he supposedly struggles with math. So does allegedly Rebecca's bio mother. So, you know, rugs, math, people sleeping with the same people. You got RSOs. I mean, there's a lot that can happen here.
And no one has seen from her, no one has heard from her since late Monday night at her home in Boon Township in Wexford County. We're going to do our best to answer some questions you might have about the investigation, where things stand. There might be some cases with these questions where we just say we don't know at this point. Our job here is not to speculate. We want to provide factual information that we've confirmed with Rebecca's family, with her friends, with the Wexford County Sheriff's Office, that is the lead police agency in this investigation. And again, we're doing this to continue to keep Rebecca's story in the spotlight. We've
Registered
talked to her friends,
S offender.
her family over the past week and a half, and they
Yes,
just
you bet.
want her home. They want to know that she is safe. They want her back safe, and they want to know that her little baby is safe as well. So, with that being said, we asked you on Tuesday this week on the 9 and 10 Facebook page if you had any questions about the investigation. To get things set, and part of the mystery right now is who was driving that vehicle and who did she get inside the vehicle with. Her cell phone was found along a 2-track near that home where she was last seen, and ever since then the Sheriff's Office has been investigating. We got
Now, distant family and friends are saying that Rebecca, they don't believe the car that she got into the vehicle with somebody. Again, Rebecca's bio mother said that it was with some dude. It was later changed to she told somebody else allegedly that she didn't know the car windows were tinted and she just didn't know who she got in the car with. But again, her phone was found across the way from where Rebecca had supposedly gotten in the car when she was leaving her mother's home. That makes no sense. It doesn't make any sense to just throw your phone and get in a car. And they don't report her throwing a phone or anything like that. So something's fishy.
our most significant, well, not probably, we did get our most significant update yesterday from the Wexford County Sheriff's Office. So I just kind of want to go through line by line the 2 pages of information they shared with us. They have done a number of...
I don't know whose child. I'm assuming it's the fiance. You know, this is obviously speculation. But you know, if the bio mom and her fiance, if they have ever, you know, they've supposedly allegedly had relationships before, and if they did, you know, could something be up with that? Jealousy, something, you know, you never know.
In the area where Becca was last seen out in Boon Township. We also understand another search is being organized for tomorrow that's going to start around 10 a.m. at the Meyer in Cadillac. We're not sure the full details on that, if that's being done in conjunction with law enforcement or if this is a family organization. But we know law enforcement has searched with several dozen personnel, canine teams, bloodhounds. Nothing has turned up. They've taken a drone up in the area, and that really did not generate any evidence. One interesting detail that we learned yesterday on this case
I'm
from
going to show
the
you
sheriff's
something. One
office,
second.
there's been no activity on any of Rebecca's financial accounts, any accounts that have known ties to her since before she went missing. The sheriff's office did share with us she apparently had been given about $2,000 in cash fairly recently that the sheriff says was related to the passing of a family member on the night she disappeared last Monday. And here's why that's significant, at least to investigators, because with that amount of money, it would allow you to, quote unquote, go off the grid for a while. You wouldn't necessarily have to use any sort of financial device, whether that be a credit card or a debit card, or head to an ATM for cash. That would allow you to disappear, for lack of a better word, in that situation. They're also doing some investigation on her cell phone. We'll dive into that in a little bit. There's also a substantial reward that's being offered for information leading to Rebecca's safe return, because at this point, that is what everyone...
Okay, listen to this. Okay. As I said before, the bio mom has given conflicting stories about what kind of car picked her up, what she was last seen wearing. Rebecca's phone was also located not far from the bio mom's lives. This is one of the stories her bio mom, Courtney, told News Nation. She said Rebecca disappeared after spending time with her running errands. She said she went inside to grab Tide Pods, and as she was about to drive away, Courtney stopped her. She's like, "Mom, hold up. I got somebody coming." And I'm like, "What do you mean you got somebody coming?" And she's like, "I got somebody coming to get me." She said a black car with tinted windows she had never seen before pulled up. Quote, "She got out of the car, turned around, and opened the door back up. She's like, 'Mom, I'll be back.' And she got in the car. They crept up by my truck really slowly. And by the time they got to the front of the truck, they took off," end quote, Courtney said. She said, which is the mother, the bio mother. She said she and Becca have a somewhat rocky relationship. Becca was in foster care in her youth, but she loves Becca and is still looking forward to her grandson's birth. Yeah. Okay, let's see here. Let me see if News Nation did. Bear with me one second. Okay. Did they do? They're doing a search. Locals are doing a search right now. The biomom, definitely. That would not be something you would disclose when your child is missing. Correct. Yeah. Yeah. The past is the past, right? Like, if she was in foster care or whatever. You was just reading about this, Nancy. Nice. Who throws phone at 38 weeks? Who throws a phone, period, like that? You know what I mean? Good morning, Rebecca, Ryan. Good to see you. Guys, do me a favor. Please hit that thumbs up button. Would greatly appreciate it. And share the live out. Means so much. Also, become a member of the Pearl family. We'd appreciate. Ooh, what happened? When was this? 2 days ago. Okay. I'm wondering if that guy did did he do a longer
one
interview?
Is hoping for. So let's get into some of the questions. We'll go with the first question that came to us over social media. Have they checked her phone that they found near the 2-track? She said, "Hold on, I have someone coming to get me," before she got in the vehicle. She had to have texted or called said person or someone who knows something. The answer to that question is, from our understanding, yes, is that deputies have started looking into Rebecca's cell phone that was found near the 2-track. And they told us yesterday they have gotten some information off off of that, and they have started following up on any sort of leads that may have been generated from the forensic analysis on that cell phone. And there's any sort of almost no limit to the amount of information you can get from a cell phone. When you think,
who's 39 weeks and leaves your damn phone? Who leaves their phone not pregnant, let alone anything else? Something's wrong. I'm telling you, like, it wouldn't let me gift or anything like that. Like, it wouldn't let me create anything. I don't know what the hell's going on. People are saying they're blocked. It's crazy.
think about everything that we do with the phone, with a cellular device, all of our lives are on there. So there certainly could have been.
She's only 5'2", very short.
Investigators could be looking at who was Rebecca communicating with. What's the nature of those messages? Most importantly, what's the content of those messages that could indicate who she was going with, where she was going, who she might have been in contact with, either through text messaging or through various phone calls. You also have all the social media on there. Who is she communicating with, not even through traditional messaging apps, but different social media platforms. We talked about the financial records, so they've certainly been looking at that as well. So that's a big part in this day and age of any investigation, is getting to look at those financial devices and getting a look at who people may have been talking to. So to answer that question, yes, we understand deputies are looking at financial devices. A second question, just to follow.
Also, if you are in that area, volunteers are urged to join the search. As well. Let me show you where they live. Because this is very, very weird. Okay. I mean, it must be. God, everything's not working. Like, you see this? Like a muddy road and all that. Like they're going through the woods and stuff. All right, there's a video here. Again, she's 5'2", 22 years old, 39 weeks pregnant. That was 2 weeks ago. I'm going to show you. 21 and a half road.
New information tonight as the search continues for a missing Wexford County woman who is 9 months pregnant. 22-year-old Rebecca Park hasn't been seen since November 3rd. And as deputies follow every lead, friends say they've now been cleared to help look for her. Up North Live's Tony Lundy joins us live outside the Wexford County Sheriff's Office. Tony, what new information has been provided?
Yeah, Mark, I'm outside the Wexford County Sheriff's Office, where investigators told Rebecca's friends that they've received the go-ahead to organize their own searches as long as they stay within the law. It's been more than a week since she had vanished, and tonight her loved ones are desperate for answers. Rebecca was seen Monday night getting into a dark-colored vehicle outside a home on South 21.5 Road in Boon Township. Her phone was found nearby on a 2-track road, but there's been no trace of Rebecca or her unborn baby since. Deputies say they believe Park received about $2,000 cash from family inheritance the day she vanished, money that can make it easier for her to avoid electronic tracking. Her friends, though, say she wasn't planning to leave.
Not as far as I know on housing, but I do know that her and Richie were talking about getting married, and they were trying to figure out how to get that goal achieved along with buying their own house.
Friends who have known Rebecca for years are now searching on their own, focusing on back roads and wooded areas near where she was last seen Monday.
She helped me, and it ended up sending her into labor and going to Cadillac Hospital. We called to inform everybody, and her last phone call was her mom, Courtney, and she said, don't let her get into a vehicle. I'm on my way. She got into a van with Kimmy and Courtney and left. I haven't heard from her since.
Deputies say Rebecca is not in.
Hold on. What? No. Hold on.
Easier for her to avoid electronic tracking. Her friends, though, say she wasn't planning to leave.
Not as far as I know on housing, but I do know that her and Richie were talking about getting married, and they were trying to figure out how to get that goal achieved along with buying their own house.
Friends who have known Rebecca for years are now searching on their own, focusing on back roads and wooded areas near where she was last seen Monday.
She helped me, and it ended up sending her into labor and going to Cadillac Hospital. We called to inform everybody, and her last phone call was her mom, Courtney, and she said, don't let her get into a vehicle. I'm on my way. She got into a van with...
Hold on. Is the mom saying that Rebecca was going in labor? Oh my God, Joyce. Thank you so much, Mamacita. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, darling. Thank you very, very much, honey. Thank you so much. You received one of those. Make sure you thank our dear Joyce for gifting one of those Pearl memberships. Thank you so much, Joyce. I really, really do appreciate you very, very much. Yes. Okay. Oh my God. See, this is another story. That's what I heard. Okay, that's why I had to replay it. Because she said she didn't get in with... I mean, the other story was that she got in with some dark colored, and she had to do this.
Kimmy and Courtney and left. I haven't heard from her since.
Deputies say Rebecca is not in any legal trouble. They just need to confirm she and her baby are safe.
Again, he's an RS, so I just need to listen to this again, guys. I'm sorry.
Colored vehicle outside a home on South 21.5 Road in Boon Township. Her phone was found nearby on a 2-track road, but there's been no trace of Rebecca or her unborn baby since. Deputies say they believe Park received about $2,000 cash from family inheritance the day she vanished.
She got $2,000 the day she vanished, and allegedly the fiance likes the math. The bio mother allegedly likes the math, and she shows up missing. Come on now.
Money that can make it easier for her to avoid electronic tracking. Her friends, though, say she wasn't planning to leave.
Not as far as I know on housing, but I do know that her and Richie were talking about getting married, and they were trying to figure out how to get that goal achieved along with buying their own house.
Friends who have known Rebecca for years are now searching on their own, focusing on back roads and wooded areas near where she was last seen Monday.
She helped me, and it ended up sending her into labor and going to Cadillac.
She helped me, and it ended up sending her into labor. Okay. All right. So if she was going into labor, why would she be getting in a car with some stranger? And what did she help her with? Yes. Hey, Daff. Good to see you.
Hospital. We called to inform everybody, and her last phone call was her mom.
We called to inform everybody.
Courtney, and she said, don't let it... And her last phone call was her mom, Courtney, and she said, don't let her get into a vehicle. I'm on my way.
Don't let her get into a vehicle. I'm on my way.
She got into a van with Kimmy and Courtney and left. I haven't heard from her since.
Deputies say Rebecca is not in any legal trouble. They just need to confirm she and her baby are safe.
Again, anyone is allowed to keep searching as long as they don't trespass or interfere with the investigation. Any information on her whereabouts are to call the Wexford County Sheriff's Office. Live in Wexford County, Tony Lundy, Up North Live News.
New information tonight as the search continues for a missing Wexford County woman who is 9 months pregnant. 22-year-old Rebecca Park hasn't been seen since November 3rd and is As deputies follow every lead, friends say they've now been cleared to help look for her. Up North Live's Tony
Very
Levy
weird.
joins us live outside the Wexford County Sheriff's Office. Tony, what new information has been provided?
Yeah, Mark, I'm outside the Wexford County Sheriff's Office, where investigators told Rebecca's friends that they've received the go-ahead to organize their own searches as long as they stay within the law. It's been more than a week since
On South 21.5 Road in Boon Township.
Okay. South 21.5. Is ICU in here? Hold on one second. I'm gonna pull up the background on her. I thought Courtney was her mom. So she has the bio mom. She has the bio mom, and she has her like adoptive mother from when she was younger. Okay. One second. When was this? Okay. Very, very strange here. We're gonna get the background on them, because again, the fiance is an RSO. I need to get their house number. It just says 21.5 Road, and it says, let me see here. Let's see here. 21.5. Is it this one? Nope, it's not that one. It's gonna be down here. I'm guessing this is this the house? I don't know. They haven't showed the house. That would be 21.5 Mile Road. Let's see here. No, it's 21.5 Mile Road. Bear with me. I hope that they have them down there questioning them, because, oh, by the way, I forgot to tell y'all this. There was allegedly someone under fake accounts. People was asking questions about Rebecca Turner, or not Rebecca Turner, Rebecca K. Park here, and asking about her disappearance. And there was someone allegedly saying that she had been found when it had not been true. Christina, thank you so much, my dear. Thank you, text. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Okay. I haven't heard from her since friends joined the search. The search for 22-year-old Rebecca Park, a pregnant woman missing from Wexford since November 3rd, continues. Amber Babcock recounted the last time she saw Park, stating, quote, "Sunday night, we were dropping off the truck, and she was screaming, 'I'm in labor, I'm in labor.' She helped me move all weekend long, and it ended up sending her into labor. Going to Cadillac Hospital. Her last phone call was her mom, Courtney. She said, "Don't let her get in my vehicle." Or, sorry, don't let her get into a vehicle. I'm on my way. And from then on, she got into a van with Kimmy, Courtney, and left. I haven't heard from her since. Very weird. Hey, Shar. There should be cameras then, I would think, right? South 21. South 21. Oops. 1 second. Let me go to Google Earth. We'll do it like this. Yeah, I forgot to put the south, but that's where it said. That's where the news had it right there. But let me see what Google Earth says. South 21 and a half road. Boon Township, Michigan. Okay. Yep. And this is the area that it gives us. Let me show you. It just shows it like right here, which is where I was, I think, just a second ago. I mean, there's not anything around here, right? I mean, that's freaking forest if there ever was any. Let's see. Yeah, I'm guessing it's right here. Somewhere. I mean, I'm kind of looks abandoned, but you know, they're also on allegedly the mathematics. Too many different stories. Yeah, well, the question is what? Mom says, okay, let's say this. Rebecca, I'm going in labor. I'm going in labor. Mom calls, don't let her get in the car with anybody. I'm on my way to get her. Mom goes to get her. Why is there this story of her saying she's getting in a car with someone else? She's got to do this and she'll be right back. Hey Boo, you can go into the other there's 2 separate lives you can go into. I wonder the address of her friend who said she would. Good point. Very good point. Yeah. Well, it's the same day she got $2,000, which is not like a significant. I mean, it's not. It's a lot of money, but it's not a lot of money. Somebody want the baby? I don't think it's about the baby. I think this is over money or greed or rugs, in my opinion. Okay, I want to show you this. The boyfriend's name is Richard Fowler. Let me see if there's anything on him. Okay, so the bio mom is Courtney Tinchell Fox Bartholomew, with all sorts of wild accusations by family members. She has like 4 Facebook accounts, seemingly has no public criminal record. The Boone address for Courtney and Brad is listed under Brad's SOR. Boyfriend, Richard Fowler, 43, with a he's a criminal with a CSC rap sheet and numerous math charges. He met Becca or Rebecca because he was Courtney's boyfriend prior to dating Becca. He and Becca have a 21-year age gap. Multiple people have reported witnessing his abuse toward Becca or Rebecca. They've been together about 2 years. Seemed to have deleted his entire Facebook account since November 9th. Let's see here. Bio mom's husband is Brad Bartholomew. Has a multiple criminal charges for larceny, unlawful operation. They said just seems like a scary dude. Paige Nolf, Becca's best friend. She is also the niece of the boyfriend, Richie. A primary poster on Facebook regarding Becca's whereabouts. Jennifer Ronk, Paige's mom, also has a charge and numerous math charges. Seems to deeply care about Rebecca, also posting heavily on her page. Kim Park, younger sister, unsure of the whereabouts on relation to events, was in same foster home as Rebecca. Austin Noland is the brother, was in the same foster care as Becca and Kim. Becca's adoptive mom, dad are unknown. Seemingly dad has died, ? Can't figure that out. However, they have custody of Becca's 2 previous children. Boys, yes. Confused on this. Where does Park come into play? Okay. Rebecca hadn't been in much contact with her bio mom, Courtney. Richie was very abusive and she was afraid of Courtney and Brad. Okay, here we go. What? Michigan, Lakeside, Michigan. This is deep. This is weird. This is very weird. Okay, listen to this. This is on Rebecca's. Thank you so much, Miss Joyous. Thank you, love. And who is Kimmy? Did Becca have... So, yes, Rebecca, also known as Becca, she had 2 other kids, but they are with the adopted, or they are with Becca's foster parents when she was younger. Who is Kimmy? Kimmy, you mean Kimberly? Kimberly Park is the younger sister. If that's what you mean. Is that what you mean? Okay. So get this. Joseph, I think it's Atten, a 27-year-old who surprisingly hasn't come up yet in a single post or comment section. He appears to live with Rebecca and Richie. Also has a CSC, a criminal history, and is compliant, so he would have lived there. 1 second. Give me 1 second, guys. Bear with me. I'm trying to find. CSC, yeah, CSC means criminal sexual conduct. There's a lot of them here that have a criminal sexual conduct. A lot. Including Rebecca or Becca's own fiance. Okay. Richie's house and Courtney and Brad's house are 25 minutes apart. Okay. Let's start here. I just got it. Okay, look at what this says. Joseph Atten, a 27-year-old, surprisingly hasn't yet come up in a single post or comment section. He appears to live with Becca and Richie. Also has a criminal sexual, and is compliant. So he would, just an RSO basically, and he would live there. I don't know why. I suspect something to come of this. Richie's house and Courtney and Brad's house are 25 minutes apart. From gathering the pieces and the parts from comments and posts, Becca hadn't been in much contact with her bio mom, Courtney. Richie, which was very abusive, and she was afraid of Courtney and Brad. Between the two relationships of concern, Becca had a safety plan with Paige and Jennifer. Becca helped her friend Amber move all of Halloween weekend. Sunday, she went into hospital to get checked because they were having contractions. Her mom and sister took her, according to Amber. She was 1 centimeter and they sent her home. Because if you're just 1 centimeter, they're not going to send you home. Right. Okay. Courtney picked up Becca. So mom picked up Becca, daughter, Monday to run errands. Courtney told her she would help her with laundry soap because she had none. Courtney was supposed to drop Becca off at Richie's house. So God, this is confusing. Okay, so Courtney was supposed to drop Becca off at her fiance's house. They went to Courtney's so Courtney could get her some of the laundry soap before taking her home. They pulled in and Courtney went in to get the detergent and came back out. So mom goes in the house to get the laundry detergent and came back out. sometime in this day, presumably the errand being run or what Courtney was really getting from the house. Courtney supposedly gave Becca $2,000 left to her by her grandmother, unless there was a court order, proof of service that they had to go do this at the bank with ID. I'm unsure what evidence supports this other than they gave someone else hard up for cash some motive. I mean, you just wouldn't send someone, you just wouldn't give someone $2,000, right? Wouldn't there have to be some sort of paperwork or whatever? Before they left to take Becca home, Becca told Courtney, her mom, to hold on because she had someone coming to get her. Oh, this is where it falls apart for me. This is where it falls apart for me. Because if you're going to take someone home, you don't say, get in the car and you're getting ready, and someone just gets out of the car and says, no, someone's coming to get me. Right? You don't go in the house to get laundry soap when you have been riding with your mother the entire day doing errands. And mom goes in the house to get laundry soap, comes back out, and is going to take Rebecca to her home, and Rebecca suddenly say, nope, someone's coming to get me. No, you've been riding with her all day. You guys were just getting laundry soap and you were going back home. That doesn't work for me. 1,000%, Joyous. 1,000%. Yes. I'm wondering, did Rebecca actually get her $2,000? Do we know, did Becca or Rebecca, did she get her $2,000? Because if she didn't get her $2,000, that would start a fight, right? She's getting ready to push out a child any minute now. And if you're getting ready to push out a child, you need some cash, right? So, okay. Before they left to take Becca home, Becca told Courtney to hold on because she had someone to get her. Nope. They waited in Courtney's car for her ride. Why wouldn't you just wait in the house? And why would Courtney just not invite her daughter into her house? A dark Impala with circular taillights and blacked out pulled in. Becca got into the front passenger seat. They left, according to Courtney. Courtney said in comment, she felt like her daughter had something going with Richie that wasn't good. But she didn't want to push or pry because she didn't want to get in her daughter to stop talking to her. Richie didn't know they were going back to Courtney's before coming home. Becca's phone was found on a 2-track road, I'm guessing on the Season Road 24, 1.1 miles north of Brad and Courtney's home. Richie is who reported her missing to police. He is non-compliant with his RSO release for inability to pay fees. When he was interviewed by media, he elaborated some details that don't seem accurate compared with Courtney's account, such as adding that Becca said, quote, "Sorry, this is just something I have to do," end quote, when Becca left Courtney, as well as clothing description. Yeah, the clothing description was off. Have not been seen any real posting at all from actually family members like mom or siblings. Over the weekend, Courtney asked Mel to take down her post and offer of reward information leading to her whereabouts, according to Mel. What the fuck Mel is. Possible that something was said or happened at the hospital Sunday that scared her. Dirty Drop Learning CPS. Dirty Drop Learning CPS might be involved out of the gate. Possible that she ran with someone as to not lose the baby. Possibly something terrible was done to her. Somebody knows something. A lot of pointing and speculation. That's all I've got. So I did think about that before. So Courtney, she's only 22, but she's got 2 other children. They are with Courtney's foster mother when she was younger herself. I thought CPS would probably take this baby from jump. Right? As soon as she had that baby. And that could be something that she could be scared of. Right? Oh my God, they're going to take my baby. So I'm not going to go to the hospital to have this baby. Right, Anna. Right. Exactly. Hey, Jam. I think so. I mean, it's very possible. Does Rebecca have a criminal history? I think she's got some rug uses.
Just keep telling myself every minute that she's gonna be found. Her and the little man are gonna be safe. Okay. Having problems sleeping because for the last 2 years, every night she's the one I was.
I feel that it has to do with money or perhaps jealousy or something like that. She did go to the hospital. But that's what I'm saying. Plant lady, she could have learned something at the hospital when she was dilated at 1 centimeter and they sent her home. What is a dirt drop? So I feel really duh. I have no idea. Some people are saying it means dirty urine. Like a dirty drop of, I guess, it means a dirty urine test, which, it doesn't seem like Rebecca. It sounded like Rebecca was, struggling with substances as well. Means you test positive for rugs. Yeah. I'd never heard that before either. So
laying in bed next to. The night she left, I tried to call her a few times because I didn't get no messages.
the night that she left,
Call from her, nothing, and it's just not like her because we're together 99% of the time. When we're not, you can ask anybody, we're always on our phones messaging each other.
I know that Rebecca don't go nowhere by herself. I know that me and Rebecca and Paige have had a thing in mind for at least 6 years now, that if something was to go wrong, we have Rebecca's okay to call the cops and have them come look for her.
Just keep telling myself every minute that she's gonna be found. Her and the little man are gonna be safe.
no, there's something wrong here. So look at this. I wish I had the actual house. If that, like, hold on, let me see if she sent me that yet. Yes. For Courtney, may be different. Hold on, I gotta check her last name again so I can pull up her background. Okay. The mother, Courtney Tichnell Fox Bartholomew. Okay. All right, look at this. So this is in one of the groups. And people are saying, you think you're the only one trying to find her. Everyone is not just you. And it says, who Jacob Burns throwing dirt on someone. You're literally defending a effing RSO. Someone like Miha, at least I ain't expecting my time throwing dirt at someone. I'm doing what I can to find this woman because her and Richie are my friends. So if you have nothing useful to say, okay, so this must be Richie's friend, which is Rebecca's fiance's, who's a registered S offender's friend. Richie effed up in the past. Who hasn't made a mistake? That's not a mistake. F, what is this world coming to when we look in and judge a book by its cover instead of stopping to think maybe people change? Maybe if people find something worth fighting for, they change and fight for what is worth it. It's BS. You are a RSO, which means, here we go, Richard Lee Fowler. 43. There's like 20 some years age difference between those two. I'm not showing at my TV at all. I heard he reported her missing. He did. He was the one that reported her missing. This is Rebecca, or Becca's, the 39-week-old pregnant lady we're talking about, her fiance. They have 20 some years, 21 year difference age between them. He is also a registered S offender. Children accosting for immoral purposes. That was his charge. Second-degree SA. Does it give his address? It should give his address, shouldn't it? .5'3", brown hair, 340 pounds. What? Who's this? Non-compliant. Oh, this was someone that asked in the room earlier. Did you? Is it true that you used to date the baby's father? And Courtney says, no comment. No comment. So yes, you did date him. She wouldn't talk about.
Just keep telling myself every messages, call from her, nothing, and it's just not.
These 6 years now.
Okay, we've seen that. What is going on here? Okay. Let's see here. Has anyone thought about checking nearby lakes? Have they looked up north? The family has a cabin up there. She wouldn't have any cell service. Who found her phone? I read somewhere that it was her mom, not confirmed. But several comments on the other post said it was her bio mom. If bio mom found the phone, that's even more suspicious to me as fuck. That would be even more suspicious to me. Was that Courtney's mug? Thank you, dear. Thank you so much. Dirty drop means to fail a drug or piss test. I hate the word piss. Drug tests are usually given by either a probation officer or a parent or guardian. The test requires you to urinate in some sort of container, while afterwards your urine is tested for illegal substances. If you test positive for any illegal substances, you just dropped dirty. Oh, honey, you just dropped dirty. How you doing? I swear, some of these, it just amazes me. Carla, thank you so much, my dear, for the Cash App. I appreciate you very, very much, my dear. Okay, here we go. We got it. Okay, this is the RSO part. He's getting his background. So his primary address is 1531 North 41.5 Road. Let's look this up. 1531. 1531 North. And that's Manton. All right. Look at this. This is where I hate that no chat. What do you mean? Okay. Oh, it doesn't go by there. Damn. So this is where he supposedly lives. Let's see how close it is to where Courtney was last seen. Not too far. Let's go to driving directions. Google driving directions. See how far it's going to be 1531. And then we're going to go to South 21. It's going to be 24 minutes. So where she was last seen and where her fiance and I guess her live is 21 minutes, 24 minutes apart. I just checked here. So here's where the RSO and her fiance live, and here is where mom lives. Are there no surveillance cameras? I don't think so, because it's out in the country. Like, there's nowhere near. Nowhere. Like, there's nothing out there. Okay. It says that he works. Hold on. What? Oh my God. Guys, look at this. Okay, here it is, right? Richard Lee Fowler. Crime S conduct, 3rd degree. Not date of conviction 9/28/15. Then down here, date of conviction 1/27/2003. So he's had multiple RSO charges at different times. Oh my God. That's just insane to me. I mean, this is why they can't be rehabilitated. Right? Criminal S conduct, 3rd degree, 1/27/2003. Children accosting for immoral purposes, 5/13/2015. Here's another one, 9/28/2015. Date convicted, 11/8/2005. He has had charges since before she was born. like, ladies, please, like, think more of yourself. You do not need someone 20 years older that is a multi RSO, on the math. And that's sad, man. And this dude was on our street. Hell yeah. It's fucking creepy. It's amazing. They can have multiple times this RSO. And again, like someone said, he was an RSO before she was even fucking born. And they just let him out. Go ahead. You didn't learn once, you didn't learn twice, you didn't learn 3 times. Go ahead. Just wait till somebody's dead. It's fucking crazy to me, man. I just don't get it. I really don't. Okay. Let me see here if there's anything else popping off. I wanted to show you this. Actually, the news is about probably ready to start, so they might have dropped something here. But I wanted to show you this that Matt talked about here earlier.
Authorities in Wexford County, Michigan are currently looking for missing 22-year-old Rebecca K. Park, who is said to be 39 weeks pregnant. Rebecca has been missing since November 3rd, 2025, after last being seen getting into a dark-colored vehicle outside of her relative's home around 11:30 p.m. This took place on South 21 and a half Road in Boon Township. Before getting into the vehicle, Park reportedly told her mother, "Hold on, I got somebody to pick me up. This is just something I've got to do. I'm sorry." She was allegedly seen getting into this dark-colored vehicle, but she was never returned home. Now, Rebecca's fiance, Richard Fowler, right here, says that her disappearance is completely out of character for her. He's saying that the two usually text and talk all the time, and it's not like her to go ghost on him. Since Rebecca's disappearance, the Wexford County Sheriff's...
I'm just learning something. Mom, the bio mother, Courtney, she allegedly had cameras inside of the house, but not. Remember earlier I just said, why wouldn't she invite her daughter in? You just don't sit in the car while you're at home and wait for someone to come pick you up. She had cameras on the inside of her house, but not allegedly on the outside. No way. No, not a chance. Remember, Courtney says she went in to go get Tide Pods. And she got back in the car, and Becca said, "Someone's coming to pick me up." And they just sat out in the fucking car while at her mom's house waiting for this car to show up. So yes, Courtney has cameras inside her house, but not on the outside. Sounds like to make something into math. Well, it seems like most of them. What's that, Fly Girl? I will post. Thank you so much, Fly Girl. Appreciate you. At mom's out in car. Yeah, Joyce. They're using Tide.
office has been initiating searches for her that include ground units, drones, and ATVs. At this moment, the only thing that they have found related to her disappearance is her phone that seemed to have been thrown on the side of a 2-track road near where she was last seen. Now, a family friend of Rebecca's did end up speaking to a local news outlet. Take a listen to what she had to say, because this to me is indicative of maybe foul play being involved by someone that the family and Rebecca knew.
I know that Rebecca don't go nowhere by herself. I know that me and Rebecca and Paige have had a thing in mind for at least 6 years now, that if something was to go wrong, we have Rebecca's okay to call the cops and have them come look for her.
So
now I'm reading that the cameras inside may not work due to the hard drive missing. But don't know if that's true or not. Why wouldn't someone have them outside too if they don't? Someone says she has them outside. I read she... Yeah, and people are writing. Oh God, these people. As someone who has 7 watt hard drive, you have to have some fancy ass backup equipment to have a hard drive supporting your camera feed. I don't buy that. Christine, they did October 1st. Oh, look at this. Look at this, y'all. Very interesting. 10/1/2025, October 1st, you had cameras inside your house, Miss Bartholomew. What happened to those cameras, Henny? Ma'am, what happened to those cameras? That that table looks like it's had a lot of rugs on it, if you get what I mean. Been a lot of... It's always the glass coffee table. It's always the glass coffee table. Oh my God. This is deep, y'all. Very deep. Okay. See what he says here. I'm going down a rabbit hole. Dan. Let's see here. Volunteers urged to join Rebecca Park drones forces ORVs. Engaging. Okay. Volunteers will gather Friday at 10 a.m. One second. Why is it not working? Okay. This is where they're going to gather at anybody local there and you want to search. At the Meyer, 10 a.m. Friday, it's tomorrow, parking lot in Cadillac before heading to Boon Township, where Park was located, entering allegedly, I'll say, entering a dark-colored vehicle. Jody Lewis, the search organizer, said, quote, "We're here and let's all come together and bring Rebecca home. She deserves that. Her baby boy deserves that. And all of her friends deserve that." They say dress for the weather appropriately because, it's cold as fuck. She's a pretty girl. She could have done so much better than this sack of crapola. Okay. All right, guys. Any questions, comments? No, Joe, not the Tide Pod part. We have so many geese here right now. Don't get attacked. The geese they're mean as hell. No problem, like I said. I'm gonna follow this. I don't know why they haven't given why haven't they given a press conference on it? Whose birthday is it? Danielle's birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Danielle. Happy birthday to I'm so stupid. You. Happy birthday from all of us at Clutch Them Pearls. Onward. Happy birthday, Tina, to you as well, darling. Courtney, you didn't ask your daughter who it was that was coming to pick you up. I would ask my daughter all types of questions. Yeah, she says, I didn't want to ask because, Smiley, you gotta get on this story, girl. You gotta get in this story. It's a weird one. There is a bio mother. Okay, first of all, there's a 39 week pregnant 22-year-old. She's with a 40-some-year-old who is an RSO. That RSO was also with the missing girl's mother. There was, what else? There was $2,000 of inheritance money. $2,000 of inheritance money that was supposed to be given that day. There is, what else? Different stories. What else? Bunch of lies. I digress. So yeah. It's 16 degrees there. It's warming up here. You make me laugh. Oh my God. You're in Anchorage, Alaska. Oh my God. Oh my God, I can't imagine. I can't imagine living in Anchorage, Alaska. You couldn't pay me enough to live in Anchorage, Alaska. We love these mixed up things. It gets more crazier every time. It does. Oh, Nikki, you're so fly. You're so fly. You blow my mind. Hey, Nikki. Hey, Nikki. How you doing, girl? You're gonna email me pics. Any washer spinners on the? Oh, you are so clever. You are so clever, Jam. Any washer spinners with the Tide Pods? Well, I'm telling you, the RSO I think should have. I think he's another Daniel, pretty much, in my opinion. Can I ask you what are Tide Pods? Rachel, Tide Pods, Tide Pods. The washer spinner, yeah. All right, guys. Thank you all so much for joining me. I really appreciate you. I will be back. Anyone say Madeline Soto? I'll be back here in a little bit. There's more to talk about tonight. The night is young. It's just getting started. It's 5:38 outside, or it's 5:38 here, and it's dark. So it's going to be a long night. Thank you, Miss Joyous. Thank you, Jam, Jen, Leslie, Tina, Smiley, everyone, Fly Girl, me and you. There's some breaking news coming out of California that we need to talk about. The darkness confuses me. Yeah. That's why you go toward the light, honey. Go toward the light. Lord, that's too bright. Sorry. I was messing with my studio lights. All right, guys. I'm blind. All right. Love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.